Alright, we back. Alright, basically, y'all getting pulled over. Lawman jumping his whip.
Yup. Come pull us down, man. Long story short, he got Lil John in the back. Shout out to my boy John Merrill, man. He got Lil John in the back, man. Check this nigga down doing the little what's it called, the sobriety test and all this other, man. Yes. Talking about you still under the influence and all this other shit. But I ain't
Is it still like that? Can you go to jail for smoke under the influence of marijuana? Driving?
I don't know.
Alright, bet.
But I know this nigga eyes was bloodshot. And we had smoke pouring up out that motherfucker. I was trying to tell him I was smoking just me. And John just, his allergies was bad. You know what I'm saying? His eyes couldn't take the smoke. And wasn't trying to hear it. But, this the thing. John passed every fucking sobriety test with flying fucking colors,
so you gotta let me go.
Now, back then... my parents might have been addicts, but they weren't always just shitty, man. And to this day, I love the fuck out of my parents, you know what I'm saying? They have been there for me a lot of times. In this particular moment, my mother was. So she hears on Uncle Willie scanner, yeah, you're gonna hear Uncle Willie a whole bunch. So she hear on the scanner that they got us pulled over. Low-key, Uncle Willie heard it. Tell my mama, boom. They show up on the scene, boom. A loud arguing with my mama. Man, you need to leave, this, that, and the other. Woo, woo. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. Now, before my mama got it, when they doing a sobriety test on Lil John, it dawns on me, I got the fucking half a zip. I purchased it, it's my weed. I got to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Take it out, I put it in my shoe. First thing Brad Pepper do is tell me to take my shoe out. Oh my God. Lifelong lesson. Get rid of the weed before you get pulled over. Before you see the fucking lights, get rid of the goddamn weed, man. When them motherfuckers are thinking about turning around, busting the bits on your ass, you need to be thinking about where you threw that shit so you can come back and get it, nigga. Point blank period, end of fucking discussion. If your ass got 4 or 5 bricks, hey, I feel for you. Hope you got a stand spot. Rose said I got him in H-Town. Go get you one, huh? But anyway, man. Yeah, first thing he did, take his shoe off. And the fucking crazy thing is, I told him, I said, hey, look, man, I got my weed in my shoe. Well, go ahead and take your shoe off. Take my shoe off, this bitch still slammed me. Still slammed me, Kibbo. I was so fucking mad over some weed. And I'm telling him, like, bitch, if I was going to run, I'd have been ran. We borderline in the country. You know what I'm saying? If I was going to run, I would have been gone, man. But it's just some weed. Boy, don't you know these people interrogated me for 3 hours. Behind
14
some
grams.
fucking 14 fucking grams. Since then, I have been interrogated for some shit, boy. And you go interrogate me about some fucking weed? Come on, man. I had these people out at the Marlow Bridge thinking it's a whole field of weed out there. And we ready to go get it. Only for, at the last minute, they say, okay, well, you ready to take us down there, Miss Me? Yeah, but... shit, when we get there, yeah, ain't gonna be nothing now. Well, what do you mean? Well, shit, we've harvested it all. It's gone. Ain't nothing but a plowed field now. Boy, you should have said after 3 hours of telling these hoes that this is the last bit of an acre plot of fucking field of fucking marijuana that me and my Mexican buddy been growing. Only to tell them it's all gone. We've been plowed it up. Boy, them bitches threw me in the cell, nigga. Didn't want to let me make bond or anything, man. But, yeah, that was my first time, you know what I'm saying? And so, I'll tell you this. When my mama got there, and they let me out the car to give her a hug, I cried. I shed tears.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Once they got baby in the car.
How old was you at this point?
Shit. In between my sophomore and junior year. So,
14,
15, 16. Yeah, about 15, 16, because John had his permit. He was driving on a permit, so about 15, 16. And, so, I take that back.
Was you in the old jail? It wasn't the same jail.
I take that back. Come on, I'm lying. I was 17 years old. because I had just turned 17, and
you an adult.
my first fucking argument was, I'm a minor, you can't take me to jail. And that motherfucker said, boy, in the state of Texas, 17, you're considered an adult. They put me in the back of the car. Okay, so right after that, my mama showed up. I shed some tears. But once we got to the county, my high kicked back in. Shit, bitch, fuck you hoes. Nigga, it was a whole goddamn trip, nigga.
So take us through the whole rundown intake. You get arrested. Give us this whole rundown of how this process works.
I mean, they supposed to. See, it's gonna vary from city to city and county to county. See, some places, Cameron, Texas, they no longer have a city jail. You go straight to the county. You know what I'm saying?
Do Rockdale still got a city jail?
Rockdale has a city jail.
Right.
Only for the reason that Cameron is the county seat of Milam County. Thus far, your county jail is going to be in your county seat, so there's no need for Cameron to have a county jail and a police jail. Because a lot of people don't know the difference in a jail and a county. You know what I'm saying? You got the city jail and then you got the Milam County jail. But there ain't no Cameron jail anymore. But there is a Rockdale jail. Oh, shit, Mileto ain't got one.
So your first time going to jail, did you go to jail at the old jail downtown?
Oh, yeah.
How was that jail?
That nice in the old jail. Okay, it's a piece of wooden board with a mat on that bitch, another wooden board with a mat on that bitch, and a whole bunch of fucking crickets and spiders in that bitch, nigga. Ain't no, the toilet didn't work in that bitch. Wasn't no water. They couldn't leave you in there over 24 hours, man. They would take you from there, they would take you to the county. But they kept me over there because they can detain you for 72 hours by law. You see what I'm saying? So, like they would feed you Texas burgers or Sonic. Back then they had Sonic. They give you a Sonic burger, old burgers that was left over if you was there. But other than that, nigga, you ass out, you get a little blanket and shit, man. Really, like, the shit gotta be unethical. Humane, got to be.
Take us through intake right here at the new county.
Now,
right
at the
here
new county, if you saw where you gonna go on a tank, they gonna when you first get there, you get past certain out. They're gonna take you through the Sally Port. Sally Port is a garage. You pull in up, close the garage, then you go in the jail through one door. Now this is Sally Port. This is gonna be Sally Port A. You know what I'm saying? You're in Sally Port A, this is going to be considered Sally Port B, because now you're in another Sally Port, which is just another chamber before you get into the actual county. They're going to pat you down again, and they're going to ask you again. But only this time, they're going to give you a real good pat search. The first time, they just going to fugazi, you think you're good. You know what I'm saying? But once you pass that threshold, they're going to search you again. If they find anything this time, it's an automatic felony. If they find a cigarette, it's an automatic felony because now you've introduced tobacco contraband into a penal facility. Yeah, so they're gonna zap your ass, which turns a misdemeanor into a felony immediately. So after that, they're gonna ask you a bunch of questions, psychological questions, if you're emotionally stable questions. This is going to determine whether they're going to put you in a padded room or in a chair or just in a drunk tank or just in a regular holding cell. Me, I'm going to a regular holding cell. And sit there and get these whole hell till they book me in, which means I have to take my fingerprints, which is kind of hard. But anyway, we make it happen. Gonna take your picture, take your fingerprints, ask you some more stupid ass fucking questions, you know what I'm saying? At that point, they're going to pretty much book you in. You're just going to wait on magistrate. Now, this last time, shout out Fernando Rangel, my boy Nando, see, we was both. I just got locked up. I'm still in street clothes. They pulled him from the back to get magistrated. I'm beating on the door, trying to figure out what's going on. He like, hey, Smitty, chill out, man. I just got off the phone with Jess. She say, sign your bonds up here to bond both of us out. Bet. Yes, all right. He say, so just chill. Man, appreciate you. No, bitch, I got you already. Boom, I sit down. All we waiting on now is we can't get a bond without a magistrate. That's what a bond is. JP comes, he magistrates you and gives you a bond. So, obviously, it don't matter what the bond is at this point. The bond's is here to get both of us. What Marlon County do, what the magistrate do, this nigga come over here, Magistrate Nando, keep in mind, who came from the back. Magistrate Nando dressed him out, sent him home, and walked out and left me in that bitch. Why? In hopes that my blue one would kick in. But it didn't. I don't know why they thought they would get a blue one on the weekend. But, hey, they shocked me because they still got that bitch. But they was just a little too late. Because I know my rights. You have 24 hours to magistrate. If you don't know, if you've been arrested, they have read you your rights and they tell you you're under arrest. They have 24 hours to magistrate you. If not, they have to release you. If they do not, it is a lawsuit. So, with this said, don't you know the next morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, they trying to put me in the back. Nah. You can leave me right here in this holding cell. Okay, you don't want put me in the drunk tape. Put me in the suicide tape. You not put me back there. Because guess what? 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, I want to know where this magistrate is. But sure enough, by 8:23, he showed up. Because I'm sure he knows the law as well. Magistrated me. I walked on by my business. Later on that evening, I was informed that there was a blue warrant issued for my arrest on a Sunday evening. Imagine this. Marlon County pulled some strings, boy. But, you know, it don't surprise me, man. And the thing about it is, all this behind a bogus case, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this case finna be dismissed. Yeah, it's part of a plea bargain, but that's only because them hoes going after my wife. They making me take time. It's either I fight a felony in the midst. I'm Christopher William Smith. When has Marlon County ever cut me a break? Ever gave me a slap? I got 4 TDC numbers and over 12 years in the system. But every single one of them out of Marlon County. I ain't never been sentenced or even convicted of a crime. Not outside of Texas, outside of Marlon County. So, with this being said, when have they ever cut me some slack? They gave me 10 years for a state jail felony last time. But now you're going to drop the felony and let me sign for a year of misdemeanor county time? Nah, you hoes ain't got shit. And at the end of the day, the only reason I do have to sign for that time is so y'all don't come after my wife, man. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. I said all to say this, man. I don't know. We got lost.
We got good. We're going to stop there.
You know what?